Hey, it's Key again. I want to talk about pain. The pain that you are actually going through in divorce. And I encourage you to document it. I think it is actually such an interesting thing that you find out when you actually start to document your pain. And the way that I decided to document my pain was through verbal journals. Typically, I would write. I've been writing in my journal since 15 years old, but there was something different about actually hearing my own voice and being able to go back to it into it just takes you to another level. You can't hear tears on a page. You can't hear devastation. You can't hear elation. You can't hear any of that stuff. So being able to hear your own voice really does something for you. One of the benefits of this is that you're getting it out. It's really important to get the pain and the feelings out. Even if you can't talk to someone, I'm a verbal processor. I have to talk to people. One of the other ways that I do it for myself, because many times when I hear it out loud, when it comes out of my mouth and then it goes into my ears, it triggers something in me which helps me process what I'm going through at that point in time if I don't want to actively call someone or have someone in my home and talk about it. And so the benefit is that you're getting it out. You have to get this stuff out. You can't keep it inside, because then it's going to like crystallize into something else, and it gets bigger and harder to get rid of. The other benefit to documenting your pain during this time is that you start to recognize things that you might not have recognized before. You can recognize your growth, you can recognize triggers, you can recognize patterns for some of the feelings that you're going through. And then once you are able to clearly see some of these things, you're able to make different choices around them. You're able to change those patterns, or you're able to say, this is a trigger, I'm going to walk away from this, or recognize this is a trigger, so these are some boundaries and protections that I'm going to put up around it. Seeing my ex sometimes can trigger me, and I know that emotionally it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna take some time for my heart to catch up with what my brain already knows, and I know that. And so knowing also that I'm going to have these emotional responses because I'm an emotional being and it's normal, and also what they were bringing up. And so if I know, oh, it's not actually about him, it's about loss, that changes everything. It doesn't cause you to go down a bad road that you can go down by like contacting your ex and saying, I love you, I miss you, and you're like, actually, that's not the problem. That is not the problem at all. The foundation of everything is loss, or the foundation of everything is abuse, or and so when you go down there, then you realize, oh, he's just something that's triggering this specific thing. It's not him. So then you can like remove that from you and actually just deal with the pain and sit with it. So I really encourage you to do that. It's such an interesting thing. It feels really weird, but I get excited about it because I listened to verbal journals that I did a year ago, and I'm in a completely different place. The pain that I had was vastly different because everything was so fresh, and so it reminds me of how much and how far I've come. So I hope you are able to do this. I encourage verbal journals specifically, or even doing videos. If that's not for you, write. I would love to hear other comments in regards to suggestions that you might have, or different ways that you have found it effective to get out the pain that you're actually going through. So I will bid you adieu, and I will talk to you later. Bye.